Thank you.
Okay, a very good evening. Today is Tuesday night again, and I'll be doing a bit of sharing on what's the importance of stem cells, especially for our health. All right. So thank you, Nita, Jean, and John, for joining me tonight. I'll be recording this, so hopefully everything will be smooth. Okay. Of course, in the event that you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a bit of sharing now. Okay. Okay, can you all see this? Can, huh? Okay. Now, I'll be sending out this ads, all right, in this Instagram, looking for two partners, okay, to work with me, lah, right? So, importantly speaking, I have hinted to many of them, why two business partners, why not more? Obviously, it's more, correct? But the word two over here, number two over here, is actually part of the strategy. So over time, all right, I'll be explaining a lot more of the wordings that I use. Okay, because two in this business is actually the starting of our own business here. All right. So next thing, yes, the best time to change your life is now. Okay, is the agenda is always the same: time, health, money. Okay, what do you need most? What do you think you need most? All right. Do you need more time? You need more health? Okay. All of us need more money. All right. This one hardly we need to say that. Okay. So definitely, if right now you feel that your life needs a bit of an improvement, then I hope you will go through this video and this time of sharing, okay, to understand your own life better. Because what I'm sharing, okay, may be important for everybody, but the most important is it important to you? What I'm sharing must be important to you because what I'm sharing is very important to me. Okay, that's why uh, how our lives can improve is actually to see what touches our lives, what we need, and how we're going to go for it. Okay, so what do you need? You need time, do you need health, do you need money? You know the answer in your own hearts. Okay, so for our product overview today, okay, very quickly, what are stem cells? Okay, what is the importance? And then we go straight into the what is fertile placenta, and what does fertile placenta mean to me? Okay, and later on, just do a quick run on the opportunity, okay, on the Reway business. So you see on the left over here, this gentleman, all right, he's actually none other than the founder of Team 37, all right. In Reway, the company that I'm going to show it to you is from Singapore, okay, incepted at 2008, right? We have 10 different teams all over the world, but most of them have started in Singapore and Malaysia, right? And David himself is the leader, founder of Team 37. And later on, why is Team 37 the biggest uh, team in whole Relay? My associate here, Nita, will be doing the sharing on David's health when he first started, and why this product, this particular placenta, what it means to him. Okay, that's why what I'm sharing over here is, it has to talk to me, it has to talk to you, because David's success is all because what the product actually meant to him. Okay, so what are stem cells? Okay, what are stem cells? You can Google anything. I just choose one over here. Stem cells are unspecialized cells of the human body. They are able to differentiate, all right, into uh, into any of the cells of an organism and have the ability of self-renewal. Stem cells exist because are both in embryos and adult cells. Okay, what is the importance? I'm sure you all can read all this. Stem cells are the body's master cells. All right, they are the building blocks of all organs, tissues, blood, and the immune system. In many tissues, they serve as an internal repair system, regenerating to replace lost or damaged cells for the life of a person. Okay, now I'm going to expand this a little bit more, right? Maybe Nita, Jean, John, would you like to open up your mics? All right, let's have a bit of a candid discussion, right? So when I mentioned about stem cells, all right, you can see that stem cells exist both in embryos, these are embryonic, and adult cells. Uh, would you like to share with me what do you know and understand of the word stem cells exist both in embryos and adult cells? Anybody?
Hmm. Uh, Let me try. For embryonic, meaning that when a child is born to before they reach 18 years old, before the embryonic stem cell become an adult cell. So during the embryonic stem cell stage, it can go into different parts of the body to form the hair and everything, into the respective organs. Um, yeah, that's all my.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, we need to be a bit more candid so we can all learn together.
Mm.
John and Jim, anything you want to say that? What's the importance?
Mm. Importance to me is without stem cells, we won't have our skin and all that, every parts of our organs, it won't function well. That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay, in that sense, is true. It's true. John, anything?
Yeah, without stem cells, or basically all other cells won't happen. We, we won't have other cells.
Including brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so
cannot reproduce also. No babies.
that too, all right, it's called malfunction, right? Okay, what happened here is this. Very quickly, stem cells are not manufactured in China. Stem cells are
Not made in
not
China.
not made in China. Okay,
How
they're
about US?
also not in US. All right, it's not from the factory. In other words, stem cells is actually the result of fusion between a sperm and the
And
ovum. That means it's talking about a man and a woman coming together. All right. So when somebody says that you conceived, all right. So the first baby photograph for all of us is consistently the same. It's actually the stem cell.
black and white. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, we can't see it from our own eyes. But the stem cells itself, differentiated as a body cell, is because they have ability to actually divide and multiply.
Mm.
Right? And within 4 months, you have already multiplied to about maybe 300 over 1,000 stem cells collected in a blastocyst. Okay, and after the fourth month, all right, the stem cells will go into areas of work automatically because they are how do you call it unformatted, they're embryonic, and they will just go into any parts of the body that's meant to be their work. That is a mystery of life. Okay, only God can do such things. Okay, automatically they will form up the whole skin, which is the biggest organ. All right, and then they will come and form up your eyes, the brain, your
Heart.
liver, kidney, whatever you can name off. Because after the fourth month, only then can the gynae can actually tell you whether your baby is a boy or a girl.
Mm.
Correct, Nita and Jean?
Yep.
Because
Mm,
John and I will not know about this actually.
mm,
All right. So uh, from that time to the ninth and 10th month, all right, the baby will be born. So if you agree with me, okay, the mystery of life is actually found from the beginning of the stem cell. Okay, but the stem cell itself doesn't just stop there. The functionality of the stem cell continues even though it becomes adult. All right, it will hibernate into your bone marrows usually at that point in time once you become adult, but it will still continue to do its parts, like for example building blocks of all the organs, the tissues, the blood, and especially the immune system. If you can remember yourself years back, okay, you may be thinking, wow, I look so beautiful then. What happened now? Especially us guys, we all suddenly grow so fat and then our hair's dropping and all that. We all call it as aging. Am I right? But some people age faster. Some people age slower. Some people age gracefully. Some people don't even age at all. Right? Sometimes you meet up with your cohort, your classmates, of how many years back, you know, hey, this person is really like, I can't recognize you because he's aged a lot. And those you can recognize, all right, hey, you never change at all. I'm sure you have all this kind of expression. isn't it? That shows, their body cells are doing very well. Okay, of course, the body cells is another topic, but tonight we're going to talk about is actually stem cells. Body cells contain mitochondria, the battery that actually holds the power and the strength of your body cell. Once the mitochondria itself, the battery wanes off, your cell will die. Okay, and if your stem cells, okay, or rather the regeneration of your body cells is not quick enough to keep up with all the cells that's lost, you'll be aging. All right, so it's like a debit and credit situation, like it's like bookkeeping. So the moment your stem cells do not regenerate to the amount that you lost, okay, you will age faster. If you regenerate the amount of cells, which is quite on par to the amount that you lost, you'll find that you age slower. So my question is to you now: would you want to age slower or you want to age faster?
Lower lah.
Don't age at all.
That's impossible. But slow, we can reduce the pace.
Correct.
Yeah.
The actual word is to retard. Okay, to retard the aging uh, phenomena over here. Why is it phenomena? Because aging is something which is very natural. Okay, and we all go through it. The only question is, do we want to stay healthy with strong immune so that as we grow older, we won't have the kind of sickness that will trouble us. Okay, and of course, when I talk about good cells, I intend to say cells that will not mutate, which I'll explain to you a bit more later. Okay, mutation of the cells is cancer. Of course, we all don't want that. Okay, so next question is I'll ask is what is Petit placenta? So this is the picture, all right, of the product that I'm talking about. If you've seen this in the market, you've seen this online, that's only one reason because we've been around for already 14 years, and this is the sixth edition. Okay, this product itself is so fantastic that outside right now there are a lot of people selling fake product similar to ours. Okay, fake ones, right? That's like those very popular brands selling handbags and all that, Hermes and all that. There are a lot of fake ones there too, or even Rolex watches. The only time when they are actually imitations, fake ones, is only because the original is very well taken and well accepted by the public. People will pay good money for it, correct? So there comes the people who come with the fake ones. So our product is so good, okay, now it's running on the 14th year, okay. It has got so many uh, fake products out there, which I want to share with you. Do not buy from outside sources. Only buy from the main company itself or from the distributors that they are licensed to do so. Okay, so this product, okay, has done so much, right? And in its 14th edition alone, it has already garnered up to 12 different parts into one capsule. This is actually because of our founder, Dr. Lin, Dr. Lin Boon Hong. He is saying instead of having 14 different pills, why not just put all into one? Okay, he likes to do things exactly quickly into a quick one capsule to put into our mouth, and that's it. All right, so I will not go through one by one of the different ingredients that make up this. Okay, because I want to show you a bit more. Okay, because what does petit placenta mean to us? Okay, now the actual situation about talking about using stem cells, we're talking about is actually the live cell therapy. Okay, the live cell therapy from 1931, it started from then. Why is it that doctors do not recommend to their patients when things go awry in your body? For example, when you got cancer, when you got diabetic problems, your legs going to get chopped off, amputated, eyes go blind. Why is it that doctors do not recommend it? Okay, one is because they do not earn from it. Okay, because it's not a drug in the first place. Okay, two, okay, some doctors they're not even aware because they don't go through training for stem cells. They don't even know what is it about actually. Yeah, they can read up like what I'm reading too, but what is the most important thing? Okay, that will strike me in terms of Petit placenta, like all other stem cells, is that it can actually help on those kind of sickness that doctors they know that they have lost the battle. Okay, in fact, Nita is going to be very excited to show you some of the testimonies. Why is it that doctors really literally hate us? because we have the answers, okay, and they don't share it. They use the law against us, but we know better than them. You can bully us whatever you want to, but our product has helped thousands and thousands of people already. Okay, and Petit placenta by itself, other than those understood stem cells therapy from Switzerland, from even New Zealand, or even in China, or even in Japan, all right, it costs a lot of money. Another key factor why doctors do not want to get into it, because they know that the patients won't be able to afford this. But for us, okay, what it means to me, all right, Petit placenta is actually affordable stem cells therapy. Affordable. I'm not talking about 500,000, 300,000. No. If it's 300,000, ours is only 1% of it. Okay? Something which you and I can go for. Think about it. If right now, if yourself or your loved ones has got some issues with the health, the doctors can't help, okay, we have the answers for you. Okay? And what we also have is the unique IGF-1, which is actually the insulin growth factor 1. Okay? What is this about? This is only found, okay, in the stem cells of a deer. In the stem cells of a deer. This animal doesn't have a gallbladder, all right? So whatever it eats, it will just, it's poisonous, it will die. So what we have is a very healthy deer, okay, taking the stem cells from there. But what happened here is this: the deer stem cells, all right, happen to be helping uh, even the antlers of the male deer. Now, I'm sure you heard of the male deer, all right. The two of them with their so-called antlers, they're known as stacks. They will fight just because they're trying to win the heart of a female deer. Isn't that so sweet? Huh? Girls having two guys fighting for you, you all like it? Okay, then. So, but the moment one of the antlers, okay, break, means the one that broke, okay, is considered the loser, lah. All right, obviously, the stronger one will have the female deer, and they will have happiness, to the sunset. All right, just like any other fairy tale. But what happens to the one with the broken antler? It actually grows back. If the rhino's horn, once it's chopped off, it won't grow back, we all know it, okay? But the deer's antler, it will grow back. Which other animal can have this particular gift for them that it can just grow back?
Lizard.
Yes, the tail. But we are not taking lizard stem cells, so don't worry.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure you all heard of Spider-Man, the story, the villain called the lizard, okay? So same thing, all right? That's another story. Whereas for ours, okay, the deer stem cell actually have got this thing called insulin inside the stem cells. That's why the 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 stag's antler can grow again. All right, that's what got the, I would say, the scientists very amused, and they did a lot of research on it. And through there, they actually call this thing, this unique IGF-1, all right, which is known the insulin growth factor 1. Okay, now this one you can go and Google it to study even more. Because what happened here is when my leader, David Yeo, okay, is a type 1 diabetic problem, okay, he, after taking about 4 or 5 years, he has stopped giving himself injection. Of course, for me, I read a lot of health situation. I can't believe that. Would you? A type 1 diabetic, who don't take injection at all. So obviously, David will just tell me, because he's not very educated, he says, no, I just take this product. I don't need to have the insulin injection. Then I also asked about, his daughter, okay, because this one is actually hereditary, yeah? It's a hand-me-down. He got three daughters. One of them, all right, actually has got it. And she spoke to me at 14 years old. All right, she was discovered to have this and started taking injection at 14 years old every day. Okay, but once she took this product, just like her dad, right now, she has stopped taking it as well, only taking our product alone. So, what is this product that is so fantastic? Okay, that's what tonight I'm talking about this. So, what does Petit placenta mean to me? Okay, it's also the painless method of administration. Because if you take other stem cells, it's going to have a big needle. I'm sure you've read about it somewhere. Okay, that you can go right into your bone marrow, and you have to stay awake. Okay, you got to bear the pain. Even men are got to take it like epidural. Okay, so this is one part. When we take ours, it's a capsule. Okay, so it's painless, right? It's fully portable. You can bring it anywhere. Okay, I'm talking about something like this. Okay, um, oh, you can't see this product here. Okay, never mind. So it's just like any other supplement. In other words, I can bring it anywhere I want to. Okay, and this product is a Singapore product since 2008. So what does that mean? Okay, I'll repeat this part later on. What does that really mean? Okay, marketing into 12 countries, including Japan and the Czech Republic. So of course, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, even this Thailand, all these nearby countries, Taiwan, we're already in. Japan, it's not easy to enter, but we are there also. That really shows the quality of our product and what it can do. And we have crossed over to Europe, where the Czech Republic and even Poland, okay, have already started to use our product as well. From what we see is that there are a lot of leaders there doing this product and sharing with their country people. Okay, so it's a very fantastic product that can go everywhere. It is so good that the revenue for one product alone is well over $40 billion really. One product, 14 years, 40 billion. Okay, this is not a small feat. All right, and we have more than 5 million distributors, consumers. The unique part about this company is that the moment you buy this product, all right, whether your intention is to do for business or whether it's for consumption, okay, you're already a member, and because you join in this way, you're licensed to operate. They call it. You can bring more people in as well. Okay, so this is actually a very good part about Petir Placenta and the company known as Riway. Okay, now in the Philippines itself, okay, the mortality is actually challenged by a lot of their problems there. Okay, cancer, diabetic problems, respiratory problems. Okay, uh, I mentioned about Philippines alone because this country, okay, we all know that they have about 110 million people, and over here they talk about at one time it's only about 8 million people having diabetic problems. I'm sure they got more than that. It's only that some of these people do not want to go and see doctors, okay, because of the cost involved. Okay, uh, personally, I know almost everyone past 50 years old will have an issue already. That's why this product, okay, uh, the Philippines itself is doing a very good job now, and of course 110 million people for their population, we have a lot more to do, correct? So this is where I hope more Filipinos can see this. Now the lifestyle therapy, okay, if you suffer from diabetes type 1 or 2, obesity, chronic and autoimmune diseases, and of course illnesses the doctors they fail in the treatment, okay, this sharing is definitely for all of us. All right, so is health important to you? Raise a hand. Yay! Is it important to you? It is, huh? Okay. Do you know that your health has a direct relationship to your body cells? The more active body cells you have, it carries your blood circulation all over your body. Okay. At the optimal speed of your blood circulation that goes, it creates the aura of immunity for yourself. Anybody disagree? Okay. If you have lack of body cells, most of you will feel very fatigued. Okay, you probably want to lie down all the time. Okay, that is why we need to have an influx of good cells into your body created from inside. Okay, from stem cells. All right. Let's see if you remember how you looked like 10 years ago. Anybody want dare to show anything? All right. Now you know yourself. Okay. So today I'm talking to anyone who is watching this. Okay. So let me share with you about the first world cities stress chart, how life goes on for people living in Singapore, KL, Manhattan, New York, New Delhi, Tokyo, all these so-called first world cities. Okay, okay, who doesn't know the meaning of stress? I think everybody does. Okay, now if you do not manage and contain your stress well, inflammation will be starting to come up in your body. Okay, and I'm not talking about the external inflammation where you see green pus after a cut and all that. No, I'm talking about inside your body where you can't see. Okay, and if you do not manage that well enough, you will have infection. Okay, and infection is usually manifested by fever. So if your fever is like 1 day, 2 days, you go to the GP there and get for yourself NC for 1 2 days, correct, or 3 days or 4 days. Now this COVID, it may give you 5 days, lah, of course. A suspicion is COVID. So don't really need to have really need to have this understanding that you take about 4 5 days, okay, for your own personal small time fever. What I'm referring to is the fever that actually goes 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Your temperature goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Do you get worried? I'm sure you do, right? So you want to get yourself diagnosed. But when you see the doctor on that, okay, they'll take your blood, they'll take whatever necessary. And maybe about a few days down the road, okay, he'll probably call you and tell you the C word. Most doctors will probably tell you the C word. And that's where you got the C word, you get very frightened. Correct? Not? But after telling you the C word, he give you the B word, benign, you'll probably be, oh, it's okay. It can be treated. Because benign means it's not spreadable. Correct? Not? But if it happen to be the M word, okay, malignant, I think most people who don't believe in God will suddenly go to temple and churches because they know doctors don't really can help you in this area so much. You got to go through a long process or whatever, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, what have you. Correct? Not? Huh? So if you look at this chart over here, which box do you want to start to try your best to manage your health? Anybody? Quick one?
First one, no?
First one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Vinny, you're here, is it?
Yes, she is.
Okay, sorry. As a speaker, I can't really see you actually. That's why. Okay. Welcome, Vinny. Um, I call it Vianney or Vivi. It's Vianney, right? Yeah.
I'm
Thank you for
Vivian.
joining in.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry I'm late.
No, it's okay. No, thank you for coming in. Oh, this is a part that you know. All right. So, John actually mentioned take care of the first box, which is stress. All right. Anybody can tell me what is stress to you? Quick one. Any?
Money, income,
Okay. What else? No boyfriend?
love, love,
Illness.
love.
Or the boss give you a lot of things to do, like 5
Work.
p.m. go home ready, drop you the whole thing. I'll tell you finish it by tonight. Is that stress?
Yeah, it is.
And then you know you got to run over town to fetch your children back from the daycare, and you can't do that. Stressful or not? It is, right? Uh,
It
Mm.
is.
Singaporeans wake up every morning, take MRT. You know, hopefully the guy stand beside you, take a shower because you know you stand beside him. All crowded, all packed. Wow, suffer. That's really stress. Okay, so there's a lot of definition of stress. Definitely, I will try my best to summarize it. Okay, and I will bring to 2 points. Okay, first one is lack of income. You say money is actually a very big field. But if you have more savings, but you know you got income every month coming in, you feel confident, correct? Not? Especially if your income can cover your expenses at that point in time. So you don't feel so bad, right? But if you don't have that, then you'll be stressed really. Most people will do 2 3 jobs just to earn that kind of money, right? Not? Especially when you have kids. Huh? And the second one is actually lack of love. I'm not talking about boyfriend girlfriend, because boyfriend girlfriend is up to your choice how you all want it. The actual part about lack of love that hurts the most is when your aged parents realize that the children who are adults simply abandon them. Simply abandon them. Okay? All these elderly people will feel a big loss. Correct? Not? Their hearts, they say, where's my children? Never come and visit me at all. Some of them, they even nowadays we have all the electronics. They can give monthly money, electronics, without seeing the parents. The parents will prefer to see you. Correct? Not just send the money over. So these are actually things that actually cause big stress in their hearts. So lack of income, lack of love, definitely will have your health affected. Agree? And because we're all made of cells, our whole body is made of cells. Okay? And from there, all right, when you have stress, your body cells itself, okay, will have to balance it automatically. Again, this is part of our cellular buildup. Okay, it's our own body's way of defending us. And they use this thing called cortisol, which is actually a fatty enzyme. Okay. So Vivi, if you want to tell me more about fatty enzyme, please tell me more. Okay. Cortisol is meant to actually balance your stress level. But when we are having more and more stress, okay, remember I tell you fatty enzyme, more and more stress means more and more fatty enzyme, okay, coming in. We will create a situation of obesity. Okay. Now, obesity is not talking about how fat you look. Yeah, that is of course included. But we're talking about even skinny people can be obese too. Why? Because your organs inside are wrapped with oil. What kind of oil? Anybody?
Visceral fats.
Yes, visceral fat. That is the one killer, okay, that actually affects us. Because that one killer, if you don't manage it fast enough, the word diabetes now is type 2, it's actually due to lifestyle, it will affect you. Correct? Not? And diabetes has got a lot of related illnesses which affect your heart, your eyes, your kidneys, your legs, okay, even manhood. All right. So manhood, talking about men, all right. When things happen to them, they don't manage it well enough as well. The cells start to mutate. Okay, you go to prostate cancer. Men, not women, prostate cancer. Okay, so if you look on the right and on the left, the red color ones is talking very. The cells have more or less mutated into cancer, and on the left hand side, all right, obesity itself. Okay, now obesity is just a a death sentence, but take a longer time. You cannot enjoy your life. Correct? Not? And because of that, your immunity will be affected. When your immunity is affected already, a lot of things will come to your life. Most of them are called chronic diseases. Okay, like autoimmune problems especially. Thyroid, okay. Women got a lot of thyroid cases, right? I think you all know about it. Okay. Eczema, you have it long ago, now it's back. Vitiligo, the melanin, loss of color in the skin, all these things. Okay. What do you call it? Rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, osteo. All this will come in. Okay. So what is the solution when I share about all this? Okay. Of course, your mind will be saying to me, Simon, of course, it's your placenta lah. But the actual fact, all right, if we, from the age of 25 onwards, if we don't do these three things and we go through this kind of life, we'll be having a problem. The three things I'm talking about is sleep by 11 p.m., exercise 30 minutes a day, choose the right food. Okay. So why is it sleep by 11 p.m.? Again, when you sleep by 11 p.m., generally your organs will regenerate from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Correct? Not? Okay. You can also do a research on that. All right. Exercise 30 minutes a day minimum. Can do walking. Don't have to go around doing boxing or Muay Thai or whatever it is. Okay. Just simple walking for 30 minutes will also. I don't mean shopping. Shopping doesn't count for exercise. Okay. And I also don't mean what I call it, doing housework.
Window shopping.
Yeah, correct. Actual exercise is that you have to, do your best, like brisk walking and all that, or swimming. Swimming and brisk walking is the best actually for the body. All right. Choose the right food. Very important. Because you know that a lot of fried food or even food put into the microwave, you are going to get into trouble. Because microwave actually changes the atomic structure, okay, of your food. What you're eating is rubbish after microwaving. Okay, and your body, your liver can only synthesize, can only process organic food. Okay, so even you put organic food into the microwave thinking it's organic, but when once you microwave it, once you eat it, it's a different atomic structure. Okay, it's no more organic actually. That's why the liver get into problems. All right, so steaming the food is good. Steaming and eating unprocessed food is good. Even white bread, white rice, these are all processed. Okay, so that's why when you eat too much white rice, you will see a lot of your body when you pass 35 years old will suddenly go into different shapes. Or the expansion, it's called productive expansionary plans that you did not have lah, actually. All right. You want to expand only your business, not the body. Okay, so if you can see what I'm trying to share over here is that the simplest way to keep a good healthy lifestyle, it can be done. But whether or not it can be done by you, by me, okay, it's up to you how you can do it. All right. But definitely we can tell many of us couldn't do it. That's why You know, every country has got a high percentage of diabetic patients, high percentage of people having high blood pressure. Agree? All right, taking a lot of medicines, a lot of pills, and our disease that can be include all these kind of different words. Even I cannot pronounce some of them. Okay, definitely we don't want to go through it. As we grow older, some more we have a neurodegenerative, cause the Parkinson's, stroke, all this kind of stuff. Okay, and of course the world of cancer. If you can read all these things over here, okay, I can't pronounce all of them. It's quite challenging. We don't want any of them. These are not my friends. All these words here are not my friends. Okay, we don't want that in fact. Okay, so stem cells, okay, because the world has gone to such an extent of damage already, we need to find an answer. So the first answer over here, how to get back our health, is actually to use a regenerative medicine. A regenerative medicine, okay, known as stem cells. All right, you can grow the new cells in a lab to replace the damaged ones, correct parts of organs, okay, uh, try to take care of the genetic defects. In fact, many of the rich people now, when they see that they have a defect in their bodies or their children's having a defect, okay, they would want scientists come in to do something about it. Again, I said the word rich people because the poorer people cannot afford this. Okay, research how disease occur or why certain cells develop to cancer cells. I'm sure you heard of Angela Jolie, spread to the whole world that she got her breast cut off, right? This famous actress, because her family members all have breast cancer except her. So before she get into the stage, she got them removed. Correct? Huh? Because she's talking about this now, doing the research. Okay, so there are three main types of stem cell: embryonic, which is actually unformatted. Okay, they can go to any parts of you to replace damaged ones or even reproduce. Adult stem cells are the ones that like what we're having now. Anyone who's past 50, our regeneration of stem cells is only 2%. So technically they don't want us really. Okay. So the third one is known as induced pluripotent stem cells. Okay. These are the ones that they can actually take out stem cells, all right, and reprogramming it. So people who wants their teeth, hair, all right, better eyesight, all these things. Okay. Famous people, sportsmen, they want their kneecaps to be, repaired correctly without a pain. Okay, this is what they do. All right, they can actually do it up for themselves. Okay, so up to this stage now, any questions? Anybody? No questions? Wow, Mr. Very
Nope,
clear. All right,
very clear. Thank you.
all right. If that's the case, then a
No
lot
more.
of what I shared actually came from this book. All right, Secret of the Rich and Famous Lifestyle Therapy. So if anyone who watched this, okay, this video, and if you want to get this book, please come back to me, and I will send this to you from by the internet. Okay, okay, be WhatsApp, email, whatever. Okay, because it's a very small ebook here, filled with a lot of information. Okay, that will be enhancing yourself to know how you can become healthy. All right. So before I go on from here, let's welcome Miss Nita Ng. All right, she's going to share with us the testimonials of what our product can actually do. Okay. So Nita, I
Just
will stop sharing here.
thank you, Simon. Hold on, let me see whether I could. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. Thank you, Simon. I'm privileged to be able to share some testimonial. Simon explained very clearly about the product, what the top ingredient of the product. Let me just zoom into it quickly. Before I forget, let me introduce David Yo, our mentor. Has been quite a privilege to be able to take a picture with him on the stage during a Saturday sharing. So Simon mentioned briefly about the 12 ingredients, but one of the ingredients that he did not go into it is, let me clarify. Deer placenta doesn't mean that we take the whole placenta of a deer and put it into our capsule. Basically, it is the stem cell from a deer placenta, the extracted ones. Mommy's deer have given birth, the baby deer. Why? Because Simon talked a lot about the embryonic stem cell. That's what we want. And this product does contain of that. That's why he mentioned in the earlier slide that it is portable, affordable, and this is one of the reasons. If you look at the other 10 ingredients, you could get it anywhere else in the market, with the exception of the white strawberry, which is trademarked by Reway. So I need to put a caveat because this is important. Protea placenta is a food supplement, not drugs. So it does not heal, cure, or treat, but it does help to manage our body. So out of so many testimonials, and I decided to pick the 5 very good cases just to demonstrate what the product can do and how effectiveness are the products. So the first case talk about the TB, diabetic cholesterol. The second case talk about paralysis and a stroke, followed by diabetic type 2 and 1. It is quite disheartening to see all these cases that happen. And I think it become more apparent now because of stress level. Simon shared his stress chart very well. And I think secondly is the free radicals that is surrounding us, the food that we eat. If you talk about the apple now, you take one apple, you may not be enough to replace the vitamin C that you need. You may have to take 100 apples. So let me zoom into that. This is a very good classic case about Uncle Lim. If you look at the picture, when someone is very ill, he will look much older than his original age. If you look at the picture on the left bottom, it's actually the same person. You know, Uncle To at the time was 56, but because he was so sick, he looked so much older. And why he was older? Because the stem cell of the body has probably died and the organs are not functioning well. And if you look at the second picture, it was after taking the Protea. So the story is about Mr. Lim had already some underlying diseases, went into a depression state when his beloved wife died 1 month after she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So stress came in, locked himself up, depression, and he didn't want to eat. He didn't want to, he started smoking and drink and everything. And when his health went down, he went from bad to worse. And the son brought him to see a doctor, give him medication. He couldn't, whenever he swallowed, he will vomit out. So the body couldn't take it anymore. And he decided to continue with that until one day the son was quite upset. Told the daddy that, daddy, mom just passed away. You continue to torture yourself, as well just die. You are just bringing suffering to the family and to yourself. I think that was really a wake-up call for someone that hears son telling him off. So one day the son came back with a bottle of Protea through a friend when he shared about the father's situation. And the friend said, try. If he's designated to live, he may be able to swallow and keep in the body. So he did that, taking 4 Protea per day. And 3 months later, you look at the center picture, he started to put on some flesh and grow back a little bit of hair. I think the product is working in his body. And then 6 months later, he gained back his health and a full crown of hair. And in fact, the hair become black. And if you look at the product, if not for the product, he would have been died within that year, maybe shortly after his wife's death. But the product brings back his health, and not only that, happiness. He actually remarried a second wife, and the second wife brought along with her 5 children, lovely girls. You realize are all girls, but girls are treasure. So when he came down to Singapore in 2018, sharing his journey about, consuming Protea and how he gained back his health, you can see Simon actually took a picture with him. I always tease about Simon that he probably couldn't, he probably couldn't control his hand, that maybe had to pull his hair, whether it's a real hair or wig, right? But anyway, that's a lame joke. So the next one, okay, before I forget, if you look at his picture before he became very ill, that was how he looked. White hair, he looked much older than 56. Vianney, I think you agree with me, don't you? He looked much older than he was, even though he's 56. But you look at the picture on the right side, after he gained back his health, he looked so energetic, full crown of hair, dark hair, and he looked very stout. So I think this product really works in his case, and we know why. And it was advertised in the Chinese newspaper. If there's something that's not true, they will not do that. And the direct translation, John will correct me, I know his Chinese is better than mine. Unveil about live stem cell therapy is a secret veil or discovered. So that's basically talk about it. So the next case, Uncle To, quite sad case though. He is a diabetic type 2. And the difference between type 2 and type 1, I'm going to explain about that. Unless, maybe Jean, you can tell me what is a type 2, how people get a type 2. I can't hear you, you're muted.
Sorry, I forget. Okay, I think type 2 is more of a Uncle To. I think he didn't take good care of his health. That means he didn't eat right. He eat a lot of sweet stuff and all the fried food and all that probably. Yeah. So
yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're right, Jean. So at this age 64, if you don't eat right, and of course the free radical, and it could be stress also because it's a driver, it starts to develop type 2. And type 2, how they control the diabetes, the sugar level is through medication. They don't need injection. And type 2 because the pancreas stopped producing insulin, that cause that they have diabetic type 2. If you look at his food, he was actually doing housework and slip and fall, and the food actually trapped under the cupboard and the skin got scraped off. Being a type 2, diabetic type 2, the skin regeneration took a long while. And the blood circulation, you could see the feet almost turned black. So the doctor was telling him and his daughter that he may want to set up to have, oh, sorry. Okay, Simon just said something. I will correct that. Type 2 does produce insulin, but it may not be as quickly as a normal person. So the doctor actually told them that, you may have to amputate your foot because, it doesn't look that it can be recovered. So, and the doctor was quite sad because that would mean that the dad would immediately not be able to work, lost his independency, and the quality of life. So she was actually crying and weeping in a taxi on the way back. And the taxi driver saw her and asked her what happened. And she actually shared with him his father's condition. So the taxi driver said, let me bring you to see someone. I would like you to meet up with David Yo, who is Team 37 and mentor, who is also a type 1 patient. So I'm going to share about David's case in the next 2 cases. So David actually explained to her, and she saw David before and after and said that, hey, let me try, getting the product for my dad to try is better than he lose his foot. So the dad tried, if you can look at the picture 3 months later, the skin started to regenerate, and you could see some, the black foot become a bit pinkish. And then 6 months later, you could see that part actually start to close up. I should say heal. So if you look at the picture on the right hand, Jean was actually met up with him during a testimonial night in Singapore. And I'm sure Jean will probably ask, Uncle To, can you remove his sandal? Let me see your foot, right? But we were told that he's okay. He saved his foot. And I think this is a very good testimony for me to share. The next one, Jenny told a very sad case. At the age of 22 February, she has a seizure attack and she was unconscious. Because of an unstable condition, the doctor had to operate on her head 8 times. 8 times on her head, and resulted her to be paralyzed. You look at her, couldn't talk, couldn't eat, couldn't move, right? I'm sure she's in agony because of the operation on the head. So the mom met with a friend. The friend is also a distributor of Reway. I should share with her on a few good testimony, and the mom tell herself that, hey, let me try and see if that helps my daughter. I mean, every mom would do whatever they want to. I'm sure Jean, your mother too, right? So she tried the product. In the month of September 2019, they started with 8 capsules because she's on tube feeding. So they had to cut the capsule, squeeze out the liquid. So by the way, the capsule is bio soft gel, so it's soft, it can be cut, to squeeze out and fit into tube. And then she was be able to stand up, and they started after that 12 capsule a day for about next 4-5 months. And you look at the feeding tube was actually removed. She was able to speak a few words and be able to eat. She doesn't need to rely on the tube feeding. And if you look at the picture on the right, they were invited to share about her journey of recovery because of Petia in the Reway in KL testimonial night. And you could see the mom being happy, thumbs up on the product, and she was looking very radiant with a smiley face. So I'm very touched, especially on this story. The next one is about stroke testimony. If you look at, you probably come across friends, parents, or family members that suffer a stroke. And when they suffer a stroke, they will not be able to move normally. They probably have to be bedridden, may not be able to eat normally, with tube feeding. So this is a case of, this gentleman is a brother of David Yeo. He had a stroke in June 2019 at the age of mid-50s. He's a very charitable person and vegetarian as well, don't believe in taking meat. I think the only illness he had is high blood. And despite David talk about the effectiveness of the product, he refused to take it because he said, I'm vegetarian, I shouldn't take that, which is not true. I need to also stress on that. The company doesn't kill the deer to get the stem cell from the placenta. So basically is after the mummies deer delivered, they extract the stem cells from the placenta. So we don't kill deer just to make the capsule, right? So, but long story short, David actually heard about a brother had a stroke. At that time was in Japan, rushed down. And the doctor was actually telling him and sharing with the family members that there are only 2 options. And one is pull off the oxygen support machine and see if he could get through the night. The other is to put him on oxygen support machine for about a week to enable relatives, friends, one of us to see his last look before he passed on, right? So, David being David, after what he has gone through consuming Protea, he has 100% trust in the product, decided to try the product on his brother, despite doctors' warning and telling him not to. So, but out of respect, he asked his brother, because he's a vegetarian, that brother, I know you want to live on. Show me a sign that you want me to feed you. And I think he was sharing with us that he could see the corner of his eye, a tear roll down. So he went ahead and fed the brother. So after he was cutting the per tear, like 8 capsules, and feed through the tube feeding to the brother. 1 month later, the brother actually was sitting up, watching animation. You know, could you believe it? You know, he survived and he was sitting up watching animation. A couple of months later, he was discharged. So David hired a caretaker to take care of the brother. He actually feed him between 12 to 16 capsules a day by cutting and tube feeding. If you look at the picture right on the bottom right, he was sitting up. What was he doing? He was watching TV program. I'm going to show you a quick video clip to show you how effectiveness this product has done on the brother. Oh, not sure what happened. I could hear, but the thing is not moving. Sorry, I may have to. Okay. So I'm going to fast forward because what I want you to show you is this is how it has been done. They cut and squeeze into a cup and then pour into the bottle, the tube feeding. I have to be careful because okay, I'll let it play because I don't want to miss the last part. If you look at the video, he was actually kicking his foot. Hold on. So if you could see 2 years later, he was actually at the playground exercising, you know, his hand, and he was using his foot try to do the cycling part. And then just recently, last year, David actually showed us about the brothers. His tube feeding was removed, and he was sitting up, looking very radiant and energetic. And we were told because of, you know, the criteria that David insists to feed onto him, he actually managed to actually carry his grandchild, the first grandchild in the family. And I think without Pratia, he probably won't survive till now. Even if he does, probably be in a very vegetable stage and would not be able to understand what is happening around him. So I'm quite touched also on this, especially be able to see his grandchild. So David, who is David Yo? David Yo is our mentor. He's leading the team 37. He's the top 2 leaders in the entire Reway globally. David Yo suffered diabetes type 1. It has been passed down by his mom, who is also a type 1. At the age of 29, he discovered that, and he was innocently asking the doctor, how long do I need to have the injections for? The doctor said it's going to be for life. You have to watch what you eat because you're type 1. That will mean if you get cut, injured, the wound will not heal in time or properly. So he's watching what he ate and very careful with it. And he started to do business from one handphone shop, selling handphone, watches, games. It was doing so well, he decided to open another 12 shops. In total, he was managing 13 handphone shops. So he was doing very well until the disruptor Alibaba came along and affected his business very badly. He was making loss, owing bank about 200K, trying to use money to pay for the renter, the salary of the employee. And the health hit him because he didn't eat well, inactive lifestyle, stress level. And he actually, at the age of 46, he became very ill. Both eyesight couldn't see properly every 2 months. he had to go for insulin injection and to be able to see properly, start to have running nose, coughing, heart doesn't beat very well, just a few slight steps. He couldn't breathe properly, catch cold, and will go toilet 20 times in a day because he always feel very thirsty. So one day his friend Albert came to him and said that, hey, David, why don't you try this product, you know? And David at that time was still hesitant because he tried many products from Amway, New Skin, even tried NEFO, TCM, everything. It didn't work. He spent so much money that he almost gave up. So the friend came to him, gave him a bottle for him to try. He said, anyway, this is free, let me try. After consuming it for 4 days, the swelling of the eyes went down. And the wife actually saw him and said, hey, dear, what did you eat? You know, the eyes, since you look better, the swelling has gone down. So David was sharing with her that what he was consuming and given by his friend. And the wife said, I think you should continue taking it. So from one bottle, he went to buy 5 sets. One therapy set is 7 bottles that had to be consumed about 6 months. He actually bought 5 sets, which is 35 bottles. He consumed in 8 months. And he actually feels so much better. The swelling and everything. Basically, he doesn't need to go for eye operation because the doctor was telling him, David, you need to go for operation. You can't be injecting insulin to your eyeball every 2 months. So he was very thankful this product has helped him with his, not only the health, he started to also look into the business platform. This magazine showed David that he's so successful. I'm going to be like him one day appearing in a magazine. I'm very sure I will be because it's a good product. The company is very good. I will be there. So the product not only allowed him to gain back his health, but his wealth as well. If you look at the picture right on top, it was taken about 2 weeks ago during a Saturday sharing. It was a before and after. You could see the transformation drastically. If you look at the picture below, he has 3 beautiful daughters. Because of what he sees the business brought to him, he actually got his 2 daughters to come in and join him. Yvonne, now Pegasus 6, and Yiting Pegasus 2. I'll let Simon talk about what is Pegasus and what does that mean in terms of income. There's a saying, you know, happy wife, happy life. So he's very happy now. And I'm sure the families too, because the dad, you know, gave back his health and his wealth. So there's a question that I always ask people, is per tier placenta only for sick people? Answer is yes or no. So the answer obviously is no. So we can, yeah, right. So we actually should take supplement when we're healthy so that we can maintain the optimum form, and not when you're very sick, then you start taking a supplement. You will work, but you will take a long time. So there's a very wise man talk about these 2 sentences that I have to share. Where you are today is what you have done yesterday or did not do. So where you want to go tomorrow is what you have to do today. That's the end of my testimony sharing. Thank you so much. If there's a question, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Nita.
Okay.
Thank you.
Simon, you're muted, Simon.
Yeah. Any questions, Juanita? V?
I just want to ask, how about for as introduction to this per tier, if you're a first timer, you don't have any certain or chronic diseases, how many capsules will you take in a day?
For a start, can I jump in a question? Okay. For usually, because the 7 bottle, the start of the therapy session, the first month you have to take 4 capsules a day. So that would mean in that 1 month you consume 2 bottles, and after that you take 2 per day to maintain it, to complete the 6-month therapy.
So the seven bottles is for it's just what do
Six
you
months.
mean? I mean it's a part of your therapy. It's as a therapy. I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
For
okay.
a normal healthy person where you don't need to consume more, or when you're much younger, not like us when we're past 50, I think if I take two a day may not be effective. So for a normal person that are younger, like below 40 years old, you take two bottles in the first month. So four per tier a day because one bottle has 60 capsules.
Okay, thank you for the information.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions, V? John? Jean? No. Okay. The importance of this product, in fact, the testimonies are already shared earlier on, shows why the product we are having is very important. Okay. Remember one line, the product doesn't cure you, it doesn't heal you, it doesn't treat you. Okay. So if you show this product to anybody and you say these three sentences, then the question is, why should I buy it? Correct? No? If it doesn't do any of the curing, the treating, the healing, then why buy this for what? I have a sickness and I want to get this thing sorted out. Correct? No? That's the first thing they're going to ask you. So that's where we have to tell them, all right? The body is actually meant to auto heal. But how far can you do the auto healing if your body has been suffering all these years? You never treat your body well. You abuse it. Sleeping late, have late suppers. Every time you eat after 11 p.m., you are actually taxing your liver. Okay? And your liver is a very hard working organ. Okay? It will work all the way and get abused by its owner up to about 95% damage, then it will make noise. All right? Up to 95%. But when you look at a doctor telling you that your organ, called the liver, is at 95% damage, it's already too late, already. Okay? Just like the kidney as well. If the kidney goes to a certain extent of damage, all right, it's very hard to bring it back. So you got dialysis and all that. So question lies is, like what Nita mentioned earlier, where you are today is what you've done yesterday. The point is, how much time have you invested in yourself to learn about your own health? Seemingly, for people who have been working all their life to about 50 years old, they would have already been suffering already. Agree not? Inside their bodies and all that. So taking our product is a way to patch back, putting back the cells into our bodies so that the cells will go into areas of work and hopefully do not, as the owner of the body, do not abuse it anymore. With the knowledge on hand, do the right things. Okay, sleep by 11 p.m. Okay, exercise 30 minutes a day minimum. All right, and of course choose the right food. Okay, so if you look at just now Uncle Lim's story, where he got his very old look, his middle look, and his proper age look, this product here doesn't really create the reverse aging, as what all marketing companies say, reverse aging, anti-aging. No, what it actually does is it brings you back to what you should look like at that age. Agree? That's what the product actually does. So when Mr. Lim or Uncle Lim, okay, when he has his traumatic issues with his wife and all that, his whole body is wrecked already because of depression, taking a lot of other medicines and puking it out, drinking and smoking. Okay, it's only when the son tells him one little line, Daddy, okay, if you want to die, please die. If not, okay, don't give us this kind of trouble. Take this product now, okay. And he did. Like what Nita said is correct. The father actually listened to the son. Quite harsh, want to die, you go and die. Okay. The whole point is this: some people need to be awakened. So when the elder Lim took the product, okay, and within 3 months, his whole body reversed in terms of the look. But how can the look can be reversed? Only when the organs in your body actually get back to health. Agree not? It's your organs is getting back to health. That's what the product is doing. Internally, you can't see it. Okay? When your organ is getting back to health, that's how you look. That's what you want to look like, isn't it? Okay? Like Nita, I always I always say that whoever meet her first time will never get her age right. Okay, she's been taking the product for 3 years already, very consistently. The energy level is fantastic too. All right. So if you want to know more about her, she's a mother of 4 kids, and the eldest is already about 26 years old. Okay. And I'm still keeping her age a secret, but she's actually past the 50th mark. So taking this product actually, this product is actually shows a lot of good results. All right. And it's fun. We're taking this is for our own health. That's why sharing with people, not just for the sick or for the diabetic people, or that even when you want to share with people who's got some chronic disease at age 35, which is very possible, you know, just share with them. Taking medicines, drugs from doctors, they are not organic. You once you swallow it, your liver cannot process it correctly because the liver can only process organic food. Okay? The liver can only process organic food. That's why taking our product, which is organic, okay, and it has got the stem cells to uh, to divide and multiply, and within 2 weeks go all over your body. So the more you take, the more it goes into your body. That's why David, okay, in his situation then, he took about 16 of the capsules a day. All right. Of course, we're thinking, wow, that guy must be a millionaire. So expensive. Correct. Or not? Take so many at one time. Well, David was about to lose his eye. All right, one eye. How much do you want to pay to rescue your eye? Correct. Or not? So you think about it. How much money you want to pay to actually rescue your eye? So David did that, even though he borrowed money from the bank at that point. He doesn't want to be blind. But he didn't know that all his other parts of his body, okay, were rescued by the stem cells. Every part of it, from respiratory, the heart, the lungs, down to the kidneys, is all every part of him. Okay, he actually got back his youth, vitality, and health. All right, I use the word vitality, but right, I should use the word virality. Okay, I will not say so much of that word now. He got back his areas that is needed for a man. Okay, so this product, it doesn't cure you, it doesn't heal you, it doesn't treat you. It goes to all over the body, producing back the cells to patch back every part of you that need to go back to your actual age. Okay? So if you can understand, if you all can understand how this stem cells is so important to us, this is how it actually works. Okay? Any questions on this point? No, all right. Because this is very important that we share with anybody, all right? This is what we want them to know. The stem cells can do a lot for us. Okay. So this whole company is Reway, all right. It's a product opportunity. Okay. Um, somebody's calling me. All right. So as I mentioned just now, quickly, the stem cell is actually the fusion of the sperm and the ovum coming together. Okay. I repeat, sperm ovum creates the stem cell, and it will start to duplicate, multiply, and within 4 months, okay, it will be collected in a blastocyst. Right? And after 4 months, you can see it goes to the areas of work, and 9 to 10 months, it becomes a baby. Okay. And why I want to repeat this because of the word called embryonic. Okay. It's very important because if you know the word embryonic, it means from the embryo. This is the part that is very powerful in our product. That's why it's unformatted. It goes to every part of your body. That's what you want, isn't it? Overall factor. Okay. So why is it that our product is better than other products outside there? Not because our ingredients that we found the very wow uh, greatest potion in the world that others cannot find. Okay, no, actually they all can find it. The only difference, okay, is I'm going to show it to you right now. When the mommy deer gives birth to the baby deer, okay, from the placenta, they actually extract the stem cells. It will be put into this so-called freeze drying technology. Okay, it will be preserved here for the next 3 to 4 years, bioactive. And the pill itself will be injected with nitrogen to push out the oxygen for the sole reason that it will not have oxidation. Okay, and this is the one that I think you all should learn. is the enteric coating technology. I'll come to this later on. All right. The deer stem cell is bigger than the human stem cell, actually, human cell. So we have to nanonize it. All right. We also use it as an emulsification. It's as good and fast as injection. Okay. And of course, the last one is talking about the soft biosoft gel. All right. Ensures the effective ingredients can dissolve rapidly in the small intestine. Now, let's go back to the third one. Very important, because this thing known as the enteric coating is the one that is very powerful. Because why? When you eat anything, any kind of medicine, any kind of supplements, any kind of food, your stomach acid will start to do its job. Agree? It will have to digest whatever you eat, and only about 20% nutrients will be absorbed. So you pay $100, for example, of goodness you swallow in, your body will absorb at that point about maybe about $20. Okay, and there's the reason why when David took a lot of those medicines for himself, okay, and supplements, it didn't really work on him. All right, not fast enough. Why is it that he took our product and he has got so much benefits from it? It shows it's because of the enteric coating. Okay, enteric coating means to say that the red pill is enteric coated, swallow in, it will submarine through the stomach acid, go into all the passage into the intestine. Okay, where it's alkaline, the small intestine, and it will break from there, and it will start to absorb about 80%. So $100, you'll be getting about $80 worth. That's why this product actually helped David a lot, and not only David, other thousands and millions of people have taken our products already. Even how small the problem is, how big the problem is, the result is there. Okay, the only question is how much do you take only? David has shown us that at his age, right, you got to take about 16 to talk about his whole body health. Okay, so you get worried now. Oh no. Okay, and then for him today, if you're asking how many does it take today without taking injection, he tells us about 8 to 10. 8 to 10, still quite a lot, right? When you buy about one set, 7 bottles, it should last you for 6 months. I always recommend people who are healthy and at 50 years old and above, like me, all right, to increase dosage to 4 a day. All right, that should take you about 3 months. Okay, that's why to see how much this actually work in us faster. Okay, that's the important part to understand. So when David takes a lot, we understand how this thing actually works already. Okay, now this product itself is from 2008. All right, all of us need to learn this. We have come to sixth edition, right, currently from 2018. So from the first edition, 208, second edition was just 1 year after that. Okay, and 1 year after that is this third edition already. And 2 years after that is 2012, 3 years after that 2015, right? Come to the fifth edition. To me, the fifth edition is considered very strong. Okay, it's very good in terms of its effectiveness, right, the efficiency. But when it comes to 2018, it's 12 parts really. So you can see our company, they do not stop at just this one product here, the one edition here. They continue to do the research and research and research to make it better and better and better. Does it mean to say that every edition comes out, you got to pay more? Okay, V, maybe you can answer this one because you haven't joined us yet. Do we pay more for every edition, like iPhone?
No, no, no.
Same price, right? As I mentioned to you before.
Right. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So why is it the same price? Is it our boss is a very dumb guy in terms of business, stupid guy? He doesn't know how to do business or what? Not like Apple.
Maybe because what do you call same quality. That's why.
The quality is always there. Okay. But
Yes,
let me
yes.
let me explain to you how in one way that you can share with your friends about our company. Our company, it is not a public listed company. It is still a private company. Okay, private limited company. In other words,
Yeah.
Dr. Lim Boon Hong is still the sole owner of this company. Okay, he hasn't sold any shares at all. So how he runs the company, okay, is because of his own behavior, his character, and integrity. This Dr. Lim is very, I would say, he's very people centric. He did this business over here not to just make money for himself. He wants to do this business for the sole way so that people like us, okay, can actually benefit from it. All right. If you ask the question, why is it not sold in hospital? This is the reason why. When doctors sell something like this, okay, the doctor say one time, 10 people come and buy. People like us will have to struggle a little bit, correct, to convince people about how this thing works. But that's how he is helping us to actually make a business out of it. Okay, I hope you understand this point over here. All right, because all the price that we have from beginning to now is still the same. And one of the key factors that our company has done so well is because when you buy, say, 7 sets, 8 sets, 9 sets, okay, whatever whichever year, for example, you can buy at, say, edition 3, okay, you buy about, say, 20 sets if you happen to do that. And until now, you have not taken out all your products because our company doesn't require you to redeem the products immediately. You don't need to take it out if you don't want to use it. You can leave it in the company. So years back, maybe in 2010, you bought how many sets? Okay. At 2018, you find that you got another 5 more sets left. Okay. You'll be actually redeeming at the today's current edition without paying any extra. Is that good? That's why I find this company is very flexible and it's very people centric. It's taking care of us. Seriously. So why not even think about, going to a career that can help each other? That's why when I ask for two partners, I'm not asking you to partner me per se. It's you partnering the company. Okay, being a partner, understanding about Breeway, this is where the advantage is. Okay, so is this product after 14 years? Is it safe? Of course, I would say it's safe because 14 years, we've gone to sixth edition, we've gone into 12 countries, even Japan, and we have garnered more than 40 billion in revenue. One product. Fantastic enough. Okay, just think about that. Means a product in Mandarin that we always say, 产品可以讲话, means this product can talk. Of course, in English, it doesn't make sense. But when it comes to understanding the sentence, it means that this product, okay, the benefit is real. It does what it's supposed to do, like a stem cell should do. Okay, you take over here. See, every year for other companies, you may not see the graph going upwards all the time. Ours year to year, it doubles up, it doubles up, it doubles up. Okay, one of the reasons because it's our commission plan. We do not have a membership renewal. When you come in to buy a product, automatically you're a member. Okay, you can buy one bottle, you can buy 7 bottles, you can buy the silver plan, you can buy the diamond plan, whatever plan. Immediately you are a lifetime member already. Okay, and that's why when people take the product, they see the benefits, other people see it, okay, they start to ask questions and they start coming too. That is why this company is always doing on a network marketing concept because it's people to people. All right. And within 14 years, we already crossed 40 billion. And not just taking the money in, we also donate the money out. When COVID came to the picture in 2020, okay, we actually handed out 12 million Singapore dollars, 1 million to every country that we are involved in. Okay. So even the Philippines also, we also handed 1 million from there. Okay. So what do you think of this company now? Is it good? Not too bad, right? Okay. Company also started, okay, in a very small office, right? Dr. Lin, this is a person over here with the first edition, right? Small office. And currently now, we are so proud to say that we have 5 different buildings, not just offices, buildings that we have purchased. The first building that we have actually built and constructed is actually the one in KL. This was at the start point that we actually got 1,000-seater auditorium. Okay, take a look at the size of the building compared to the cars and buses and all the little people hanging around there. Okay, from there onwards, Dr. Lim wanted to have 1,000-seater because in Singapore, even though he bought these 3 inter-terrace industrial units at 15 million Singapore dollars, okay, he can only house in 300 seats only. Too few for him. So he went to buy an old building over here, Singapore's Bedok. Currently is under construction. This one is in Taiwan. Going to be finished also by this year. This already built in Batam. All right. We own these 5 buildings. Okay. Oh, and this is going to be our Singapore headquarters in Bedok, like a shopping mall. Look nice, right? Okay. So definitely when you come to Singapore, you must get yourself down to this office here. So the reason why I'm showing you this is only because that if you want to join a company, you must know its financial status. When this company can actually purchase 5 of these buildings, it means that they are very financially very strong, correct? And I'm sure we won't stop here. Every country we go to right now, I'm sure some of them are open up their offices. Like in Philippines now, proud to say that we started with 4 offices. Okay, we are going to have 10 by the end of this year because Philippines is a huge country with thousands of islands, correct? So it is we haven't come to the point of talking about one building there, okay? But we already going to establish 10 different location offices to support the people who's with us, okay? So same thing over here. You can see that our revenue multiplied by 3,000 times after 10 years. I'm sharing you this is only because I want you to all see to have the confidence in our company. All right, our membership is already past 5 million. Okay, and the boss himself is Dr. Lin, as I mentioned. Now, if he's someone that is credible, the question is how credible is he? In 2008, he was only 33 years old, quite a young man, and due to his work, all right, this is an award from the Chinese entrepreneurs, not how rich they are, but how many successful people that they have actually established. So the first guy, number one ranking, is Li Ka-shing. Of course, we all know who is he. This guy dabbled in a lot of stuff, especially in real estate. So many of those millionaires who dabbled in real estate in Hong Kong, China, they benefit from him. Alibaba, Jack Ma, number five position. We all know what he did. Okay, and the only Singaporean in this list of 50 people is Dr. Lim on the 12th position, rank 12, because of all the different Pegasus that he has actually created with all the other rankings, okay, that lead to the Pegasus. Pegasus means within 3 months you earn 1.3 million Singapore dollars. 1.3 Singapore dollars. So how much is that in pesos? 1.3 million. Anybody want to help me out on this? Times 37. We are talking about 48 million pesos. Okay, 48 million pesos. Is that good enough, Vin, Vivi?
It's a
Yeah,
lot. It's a big amount.
yeah. Is it enough to go shopping?
So
The
much.
point is, within 3 months, you can earn this income because of how this thing actually works. Okay, so tonight I will not be sharing on how this thing actually bring to the point. Okay, because it's getting a bit late. I was sharing most of all is actually the importance of stem cells. All right, but we also know one thing from a stress chart. If I can bring you more money, okay, as income, will your stress level be lowered? Yes, right? Okay. That's why the income possibility is to bring, if you're employee or you're self-employed, to bring you to business owner. Once you earn enough, like most of the leaders now, they are all investing really. Okay. And this is the amount I'm talking about. Now I'm going to skip this part, all right, because it's a bit long. But how we actually earn our money, importantly speaking, okay, through our three bonuses, is to create a whole series of passive income. Okay, everybody just bring two friends. Very important. This is you, for example. You got to bring A and B. Okay, focus and bring A and B, and you encourage your A to bring two friends, your B you bring two friends. So let's say, for example, if you invest 3688 Singapore, okay, that's about 135,000 pesos. Okay, and what's your reward? You bring A, bring B, they do the same. You'll be earning the first amount here, 690 passively. Okay, 690 is equivalent to 25,000 pesos. Okay, so you earn back a bit already. And you can see all these numbers over here, 1380, you just multiply by 37. So you know it's a lot of money actually. And once you have a diamond plan, you not only open up two A and B, you can actually open up C and D as well. Okay, and when you open up C and D, okay, your total amount is Singapore 135, not pesos. Okay, Singapore 135. And this is due to the passive income, we call it development bonus. All right, if you add with the third bonus, it's almost 200,000 Singapore dollars. Crazy or not? Okay, this is only just buying one account only. All right, take a look at David's what he actually earned. All right, last year December. Okay, Day by day, he can show us 63 million, 70 million, 86 million, 94 million. If you are David right now, you have your network, okay, within 4 or 5 years to 10 years, and you're earning this kind of sales revenue, what will happen to you? Are you the biggest person in Philippines? Almost there, huh? Almost there, huh? Okay. And the last 3 days of December, 187 million, 200 million, 215 million. Per day, you can earn 15 million Singapore dollars. Okay. I'm not showing you a story, a fairy tale, or from Netflix. It's not. Okay. This is real. Okay. That's why David is a person that you must meet when you can. You must meet him. I am just a student of his. That's why I call him mentor. That's why Nita calls him mentor. That's why John and Jean also calls him mentor. Because we all want to learn from someone who is successful. Correct? Not? How he actually did it. It is the details that we need to learn from him. I need to tell you something also. David is going to reach Philippines within this week or so. Yeah. All right. He's going to be in Manila. Where are you now, V?
I'm far from Manila. I'm in Davao.
Oh, Davao. Okay.
Yeah.
So Duterte has taken the rest now because Marcos Jr. has taken over, right? So David is going to be in Philippines in this week. One of my buddies, Karen, she's already there today. Okay, she's preparing the talk for David, right? So
Okay.
I can find the details sent to you. If you happen to be able to fly into Manila, row your boat there, take a motorbike down there. I don't know how you do it. Okay, if
I'll
you
go
can actually do it,
bicycling. Cycling.
also can be done. Meeting the
My
man,
God.
okay, you'll be 80% towards success already. All right, because this
Be
man,
soon.
yeah, he will teach you how to do this format. Very important. Okay, I will explain further another time. It's a situation of having your own shop in like a franchise manner. Every one of this is a franchisee that you own the whole headquarters over here. Okay, every month you'll be earning money. You like the idea? So the idea I always construe it, okay, how you can build a business effectively, really international, giving you the freedom of time, health, and money. Okay, is actually to understand is the franchise method of McDonald's. All right, I'm sure you know that McDonald's. Okay, uh, I know you guys talk about Jollibee, lah, but McDonald's is really way international. Okay, currently it's about 37,000 branches all over the world. Okay, and only one HQ that collects the franchise fees from every investor who wants to open up and have a license to operate as a McDonald's. They will pay to the headquarters a franchise fee. Then they have the rights to operate, and of course McDonald's take over from there. Okay, and they every month where there is a total revenue, okay, they will pay a royalty of about 10% back to the company. So let's say if every branch, all right, earns $1 million in revenue, okay, and they get 10% as royalty, and now they got about 37,000 branches, you'll be having about 37 million, okay. Would you like that? 37 times one times 100,000, okay, because 10% of 1 million is 100,000 times 37,000 branches in the world. You receive that every month. Is that good passive income? Good, huh? Okay, and because of that, all right, you would want to build more and more, right now. And then if you can go global, why not? That's why the McDonald franchise system is something that is quite similar to ours. The only question is how are you going to do it in such a way that Reway is way better now because we're not selling you the franchise fee of McDonald's. You know it's not going to be 1 million US dollars now. It's way more than that. Okay. Right now, all the other members who are leaders, for example, Andy Su, who just came into Singapore, all right, recently, he's Pegasus 6, all right, Pegasus 6. And you see his left and right. I told you about A and B, all right. The A and B now has gone even more. So every one of these people left and right of him are actually the branches like McDonald's. And that is how Andy, a simple looking man over here, can become as successful. Okay? I'm sure you all want this, right? So the question is, how do we do it? And that's going to be our next session. I'll be sharing more on the business concept. So V, what you can do is, even though you haven't signed up yet, all right, you can bring your friends, those who are interested to know more about money, how to earn, how to make the business, to join in.
Okay, okay.
All right. So the next Tuesday, I'll be doing a little bit more, all right, on how do you earn the money. Okay. Because you can see over here, you can actually come in not in 135,000, you can also join at 20,000, the one bottle pesos, right? So again, expensive or not is relative to individual. Okay. Some people are super rich, 135,000 is nothing. Some people are not so rich, 20,000 pesos can be a lot. Correct? So it all depends. But if a sick person who wants to get health, like I mentioned before, whatever amounts they buy, okay, is to get well. So what you're going to do usually is to share the benefits of the stem cell. That's why tonight, I know you told me you're coming in. That's why I prepare the importance of stem cell. Okay, you share with them stem cells, the importance, the benefits, all right, and then come into my session. Let me know. I can share a bit more to these people. That's how we do as partners. All right. So of course, when you learn as you go along the months, it'll be your turn to become like Nita to share. Next month, Nita will be sharing a bit more also. Huh, Nita? Can, huh? And of course, John and Jean will be taking over very soon also. Okay? Now, this business is definitely pandemic proof because why? Our product is considered health. Many people have COVID at time, okay, they can take our product. And those like for me, until today, even Nita also, we haven't got COVID, all right? We are protected because our immunity is stronger. Okay, and our company, all right, every 3 months, like we just had one, see road May here, we have our leadership training seminar. If you went to my Facebook, you will see me posting. Even Jean also posted a lot, okay, on our Facebook. What happened last Saturday? We have our trainings there. Company is always supporting us, okay, for self improvement, goal setting, understanding the company's direction, okay. And training is key in our company. 2019, 20,000 of us flew over to Bangkok. Okay. Nita and I, we're both there. If you can find us inside this crowd here, I'll give you a bottle free. Okay. But if you take a look, okay, the flags, the Filipino flags are all over here. So what I'm sharing with you is history. You guys are already in Philippines doing Reway already. If they can do it, you can do it. Your friends can do it. Your network can do it. You can create as big as them. Agree now? So it's not something that is impossible. Impossible now, you got to break it out and say that I am possible. Okay? Admission for our company is always free. Okay? And then we also have every 3 months, all right, we're going to have a recognition night. I'm sure you, if you work very hard, you got good results, and nobody recognize you, you feel very down, isn't it? This company every 3 months will be recognized. All right. Jean, okay, is my leader because she's my upline and she's a 3 star elite, right? Jean, I'm only a 3 star. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's my boss actually. She's also helping us. That's why she's here. All right. So our company is to celebrate our success. Now, this is our national stadium, 2018. Okay. 10-year-old celebration birthday bash. 70,000 into National Stadium where no one has taken National Stadium as one company. Who takes National Stadium? Football, all right? Michael Jackson. That kind of level. And of course, every year is a national stadium for our National Day Parade. But this one entity called Reway International took the whole entire place with thousands more outside queuing, trying to get in. To the point that after 11 p.m., the police outside trying to get us to go out. Okay, I can tell you more about this history. It's very interesting. Now, not only talking about how successful we can be, people in Japan, okay, how old they are, what kind of language they talk, okay, Vietnamese, what kind of currency they have, what kind of history they have, okay, The Philippines, your country, Faith here, okay, she's done very well. Okay. In fact, I know this guy also, Rex. We saw him before. We saw him only as a Pavo, but next thing we know, he's already a Pegasus. Very fast. It's like, what is going on? Okay. And then there's people from Myanmar. Okay, this person, Tutun Pang, actually did very well also. All right. Great leader. Okay. Malaysia, same thing. All right. If you say that your currency is challenged by Singapore's currency, Malaysia as well, Indonesia as well, okay, Taiwan too, Hong Kong as well. All right. So it's not about currency. It's not about how expensive the product is. It's not about language. It's not about how old you are. It's not whether you're a man or a woman. It all depends whether you want it or not. So where you are today is what you've done yesterday or didn't do, but where you go tomorrow, okay, you got to start to decide how fast you're going to do it. Because if you don't do it fast enough, next thing you know, your neighbor has joined in somebody else. Under somebody's team. Okay? You got to be fast on that. Okay? Thailand also, Europe, okay, and Singapore. In fact, if you know what I know about Filipinos, you guys are everywhere in the world. Come on. You guys are in Norway, Finland, okay? Greenland also you're all there. Europe everywhere also you find Filipinos. Correct? Not? Your network is more than international. If you tell me that you got network, Filipinos in the moon and Mars, I also can agree with you sometimes. Because you guys go everywhere. Correct? Not? This man, we all salute him. We all salute him. Okay. In a matter of few years only, he has already become a Pegasus spy. It's crazy. Okay. He saw the opportunity, right? He reset himself very fast. Okay. He went through understanding of speed, and he really showed the speed. Right. Next one is called the future. He knows Philippines government. He may not go with a lot of security. You got to build your own security. You agree? No? Even in Singapore now, we find that no doubt we have a very stable country, but we are stable enough to create for our own too. So the question lies is whether do we want or we don't want. Agree? This man he wanted it because he wanted to do it for his family, the future. Okay, he's a hero lah. Just like what Nita said, she want to have her own picture inside the magazine there. She will do it. She will have her own magazine. Okay, who wants your magazine to be seen by people? Who wants? Yeah. Okay, so that's a quick one to show it. So the one resource that all of us have is time. Agree? We all have this resource, right? So this is what I shared many times together with Nita. Okay. Now, how to build an effective sales strategy? Okay, this one I want to share a quick one as well. Usually, people will try to, crow and say how good I am, how good my company is, how good everything. All right. So you come to me, correct? Not? But is it effective? One of the things I have learned, okay, in this business and also my years of doing real estate, all right, when a person wants to take out his money in exchange for a product, be it a house or even a hamburger, okay, you have to answer to his personal needs, what he's looking for, okay. So you need to spend a bit of time to understand the person, what he's looking for, all right. So if he's looking for health, this is a good answer through Patia. If he's looking for a good way to talk about finance, okay, definitely show him our uh, show him our opportunity, okay, because when you answer these questions to what he's looking for, spending the time to understand him, okay, you will build a very effective sales strategy, okay. In fact, it's not really back sales, it's more like building, okay. So when I mentioned earlier, all right, how people come to my ad looking for two business partners, okay, I'm actually looking at the opportunity that we all can work together as a team. We partner Reway, okay. We just book up for two friends first. When we bring our two friends, it's our job to build ourselves, train ourselves, okay, with our two friends, and we build them as well. They have to learn together. That's why ours is not about selling. Ours is all about building a network. And how we do it? Okay, this is where I want us to understand. We got to spend time with us. B, remember one thing, we're not here to sell, we're here to make it effective. When you build, for example, if you bring your friend A, your friend B, okay, you build that to be successful, this is going to be your first two branches to give you passive income. Correct? For Pegasus, you have to build up to 13 branches. Is that good? So once you have that, financially, you have answered your questions already. Then the question of where you're going to spend your 1.3 million Singapore dollars, that one is another story altogether. You got to show that one. Okay? All right? So that is the part where I have to stop the screen sharing. Okay, any questions from anybody here? Jean and John, you all know who is Vinny, right? Or VV as you call yourself.
Hi.
Hmm. I was very
What is
impressed
she
with
working?
VV actually because she knows about health, a lot about health.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. Are you a nurse?
Can't
Hmm?
hear you.
Cannot.
Cannot hear you.
I'm a nurse.
Huh? Oh, you're a nurse.
In college.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I just fundamentals only, just the basics as far
Oh,
as I can remember. I
That's very
need to
good.
take this year to refresh my memory.
So when I share about the stem cells, it makes sense to you, right? And when I shared about the stress chart, also makes sense to you, right? How people actually get into their own health problems, isn't it? So our product is able to help restore health and of course earn better income. And the better income we want is to have better time. And we only have better time when we build to have passive income. So do you think you'll be excited for the next session that if I'm going to share with you how this money can be done? I hope you say yes. Okay, so you can bring your friends in, okay, and we can all learn together.
yeah.
Okay, in fact, this round I did not openly invite many people. I think the first round, you noticed I've been shooting out to a lot of people. This time round, I only invited about four of you actually. Yeah. So Laurabelle said that she can't talk tonight, maybe Saturday. Danica, she'll talk to me tomorrow as well. Okay, so on and so forth. So I'm getting down to the number of people already. It's almost like a sales funnel. Okay, so if there's no other questions, it's coming to 10 o'clock. All right.
Mm.
Tonight, definitely overrun the time. Definitely. Okay. Uh, because I'm so happy to really see V over here. So when we have someone who is coming in like this, I like to express my thanks that you're here because no doubt you may be thinking that I'm actually sharing these things so that you benefit. Yes, supposed to be, but I'm sharing this together with Nita that we want to learn to express ourselves, how to do this. Everything is a learning curve, okay?
Yeah.
And we all learn together, all right? So before I end off, will John and Jean, do you have anything to share with us?
Okay. For John, now he's cooking for my daughter. So yeah, yeah. Next time.
From my hard work, I want to eat.
Yeah, I think for for me personally, I encourage quite a number of my friends who are working 9 to 5 job. So I encourage them to, in order to step from the left side of the Robert Kiyosaki, the four quadrant, in order to move over to the other side on the right side
The
with
green quadrants.
passive income. The best part is because now they have 9 to 5 job, right? They have income. So the best is do it during when they have income and treat this as a part-time first, to gear up and to build up this network. So the moment you build this network and within half a year or maybe a few months, you can see income coming in, and then from there, you will know when is the right time to leave your work job, your workplace. So that's how we do, that's how we do it lah, If not, if you won't know, because 9 to 5 job anytime, if we get retrenched or, jobless, it'll be too late. So it's the best is to build your network during when you have an income. Yeah. I think that would be a best method lah. Personally, I feel. Yeah. And one of my partners, she did that. She used to be a lecturer in ITE, one of the schools. And then within 1 year, he actually resigned from his ITE, lecturer job. Yeah. Before that, she's earning 5-figure income every month. But it shows that, this company are able to give you more than 5-figure income. That's why she's willing to quit. And she's doing even better than me. So I find it's a very good model. If you have a strong network, more than Simon, more than Nita, more than me, you can earn more than me also. Yeah. So I find that it's a very beautiful model.
It's a very fair model.
Yeah, very fair model. So a few years back, when my children is small, I'm kind of part-time. So gradually, I'm getting more active. So you see income coming in as well, so it's very, very fair lah, So I will encourage you to, communicate with Simon, see how you want to do it. You want to start now? Of course you can, and Simon will guide you how to go about it. Okay. Yeah, I hope it helped you.
Thank you.
The key thing when you're very successful, we're very happy for you.
Yes.
In any organization, when someone is very successful, the rest of them will be looking at the person with a pair of red eyes. It's like, why are you so successful? But this company cultivates team spirit. When you're successful, we are all there for you and clap hands. We don't say that, hey, you are so successful, we don't need to help you. No, on the contrary, we will stand by and be there for you. I think that is the distinguished difference between doing this business and in the corporate world, because I'm still having a full-time job. And I know exactly what Jean has shared about, because I'm doing it right now. And I totally agree to her sentiment about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Nita. John,
thank you, Simon and Jean.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vivi.
Simon, Nita.
Thank you.
And Vivi.
John is back.
Hey, hello.
We're gonna go over to the house for supper.
We're gonna reach there before 11.
Welcome.
We're gonna hand off. You got anything to share with us, John?
Well, let me see. No time is too late to start. No time too late to start. But do not hesitate too long or hold back too long. And then when you hold back too long, I will say that I'll put it this way, like when you have something in your mind, you have a dream, go ahead, take the step of faith, and then initially you might feel that it's something not you're familiar with. Do not think too much into this, dwell too much into this. If not, you'll hold you back. Some people hold back too long because they're thinking that I may not be suitable. I'm looking at this, I'm not done this before, or that. Then they are being held back. Actually, for so many years in this industry, my conclusion is that whether the person is successful or person that is not moving forward is all in the mind. All right, those who move forward doesn't mean those who quickly take action. I look at them, they don't seem to be very qualified for the job also, but because they take action early, they dare to take the step of faith, they become successful early, right? And then those who think too much in the end, until today, they're still thinking. They may not even started, may not even started anything yet. So it's all in the mind, in our mind. We picture something that is not there, and that thing is blocking us. All right. So actually, when the person who don't think so much and move forward, without thinking much, actually, he's more successful because his mind doesn't have any blockages. And I would say that in actual life, there will be some minor challenge. Of course, there'll be challenges, but the biggest blockage is always coming from our mind. All right. So this is the advice we can give. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Mm.
So, Vinny, you got any question for John and Jean and Nita?
No, no, not at all. It's all clear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Right.
Sleep
Good night.
well.
Right.
Okay. Any questions, come back to me, yeah? All right. Okay. So,
All right.
have a good
Bye.
evening, everybody.
Bye bye.
Good
Bye. Good night.